Dun, 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 dun. The voice behind the sound diary. Hi, Monkyvers. Welcome to the voice behind the sound diary podcast. So today I want to talk about two things. One of the things is EAS and next AI, CS, I don't know. I say whatever I wanted to say. And yeah, I woke up, I have my things going on, but anyway, I want to talk about ES and I want to talk about things and that's lately going on, like related to technology and also what I deserve and how I learned to this point until I know what I deserve and I've been like, wow, I'm able to do this. Like, don't care, doesn't matter. So I want to start first by talking about ES. I know it can be wrong to use ES to basically learn all the work that you have maybe these days, or even just the time where you feel like, okay, I'm gonna leave my the ES make the work for me, like for example. But when I make that, it led into not make or maybe not doing well. So then I start, well, it's maybe because I don't use 100%. So I barely use all the years for doing a specific work and didn't work out. So I just want to invite you to use more humidity. So if for me it was just a work, maybe it could be something more bigger. So I'm happy that maybe yeah, could maybe um not be, more bigger the problem, or maybe they should it results but didn't make like 100% how you wanted. But I'm happy with the results, so I just want to invite you to that. And also I start to feel like, well, it could be good to, doing the things, doing the research, doing the all the things, and mostly understand. And this is funny because I start to think more deeper about this. I know they are sort of like humans, like babies, they learn, and it's really awesome to learn. Some works can maybe you see us, but it's funny because I met a girl in the symphony that she basically study design, like of systems, like design the things, graphic design, I believe. And she told me like AES could do good, but they use like the platform on it. So humans, or maybe my work that I do, maybe what I may study is not something that will be replaced by AI. Maybe you could use AI, but they will lead you a result that maybe could you found around the internet. But my work is unique, so that's what it matters, and it's human. So I think about this a lot of times when I want to leave. Maybe for maybe example to my channel. One of the titles is created by Ian. I asked what would be a good title, so I describe the specifically what would be the title of my video because I was so scared to put like my humanity on it. So then I put that, and at the time work, but then I realized that was not good enough to, so then, well, I live here, but then the next time I told myself I will maybe put something human on it, more humanity. So then I start to do more human things and not lean all to it. Maybe something that I do remain that will be in the book. Maybe they will remain. I'm picking out the things that will help me the years, and I'm picking out the things that will not help me in year. But I'm happy for it, and I think also by the songs that maybe could be songs that maybe, for example, one example that I hear was a Bad Bunny that he used to, I mean, one of his fans. I'm not sure, and I'm not pretty sure that would be one of his fans, because he told like I could do better, but I could use your voice, and he didn't count like the work that Bad Bunny put maybe every single day doing just a simple song, or maybe just making something specifically for that moment or something like that. And he, for my opinion, not saying names, I think that he was scared to put his voice around the world, because he knows that maybe he put himself out there, even if he changed his name, but the voice is the soul of every human. Like it's like everyone are instruments, and our voice is our own sound, basically. And I think about this a lot, and yeah, I feel like a lot of things are going on now, and yeah, that was the first thing. I forget what I wanted to say, so that I rewatch. Anyway, so then I want to talk about the next topic. This will be a little short because I usually have been spiraling a little bit. It's normal when I want to say a lot of things, and then I kept myself thinking, well, spill the tea, not just being spiraling, spill the tea specifically. Go straight on it. And then well, I want to talk about the, what was the word? I want to talk about the things that I deserve. Well, I've been given enough, and I was feeling like maybe I don't deserve this, maybe I don't deserve that. I deserve, and you deserve, because you are hearing this podcast. So we are talking about also empowering persons. Even if you're like me, like at my age, I hope you don't feel bad for who you are. And you can improve yourself, maybe not for others, but maybe for yourself. Or maybe take advantage of like one of the things that I've been doing, and I know some people maybe not do, is, sounds bad to say, but I will say, okay, I want to help you too. And is that I take advantage of like want to improve someone. And okay, I know someday we'll change this of like the background of my family. I know someday will be off because I will move. I don't know when. Awesome. But the second point that I want to talk about is that I, when I want to do something bigger, I use two motivation of me that lead me to keep that anger on myself to not, I will not say it's something that I do impulsively, but I do, is like it's something that I make myself, and this is what I use to myself, by the way. It's like drain the feeling. Like I drain myself first, I cry, whatever it could be. And then I, instead of like doing workout, I just do something significantly, so then it can make me better person. For example, the last time that someone broke my heart, I started to learn English. And what's that? Yeah, get the point. Get the tea, get the whatever you want to get. But you will not get the best version of myself, because every time that you see myself, I became to be a better person. So when you want to be with me or whatever could be that, because in that period of time I was experiencing like self-internalize. I was passing for a lot of things basically, and then I kept myself thinking, well, I could do. I was sobbing for almost a month, and then I said to myself, Mom, what he's not good at it that I'm good at, and she told me, my mom told me like, well, he's not good at language. So then I take advantage of that and I was saying, well, I'm good at learning things, and I like to talk about, gringos, people from US. I'm saying in a cringy way, by the way. I love so much English. I mean, I love. I so then I love you. That's what I'm speaking English, by the way. Just doing a little joke, not offense. Okay, I love them so much. But basically was that then I started to learn English, and here I am speaking English a little bit fluent. Could you tell it's not be good English? Maybe good, maybe it's not. But yeah, that I'm speaking this. So then I, did that. So that's when I start to think, well, if I like someone, the least what she can have is that she can speak two language because I speak two. Three, I spell a little bit French. A little bit. I'm not like speaking fluent. I did that myself because I wanted to, give a little taste of romantic. Maybe I could set this a goal. Who knows? For like learning French. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe. But I speak two language. If you didn't know, which I'm very surprised, that that someone like she was from Argentina, I guess Argentina, and she told me like I get so many tingles and your channel is awesome, and then I wanted to answer her in her language, but because call my attention like literally her title was ASMR, and that was like that. So then I picked her channel and she was very popular, but she speak Spanish, which I do. It's my first language. In case you didn't know, but I see that and I very proud of myself. Like I speak very well, but someone will not maybe notice that what is my native language. It's because I got a lot of practice, by the way. So yeah. Also, quitting a lot of toxic relationships, could have with your friend, your family, etc., etc., is not something that you will feel ashamed of. And maybe if someone have maybe a good relationship with their parents, you will not feel ashamed by. Like for example, I met a friend. He's not my girlfriend. I met a friend who have like their parents on it, their mom, their dad, whatever it could be, and she basically make me leave me that feeling like because I love having friends that have parents because I know it's more helpful to me like set a stable boundary, maybe a stable thing. It's something that I have because I've been seeing people, but it's basically when they have like two parents, what I'm not. I just live with my mom and my grandparents, that's all. And this led me to, feel in home, that feeling. But basically don't have maybe a mom, don't have a dad, maybe they live alone, but it's okay too. But it's basically with that type of family that they care from. I feel like good as well. And yeah. But quitting a lot of toxic relationships, a lot of toxic things made me think that if I would be maybe with someone that would not be like good enough, and maybe uh that positive videos that you're not good enough, you're not good enough. You could do improve yourself, you can do improve yourself, but you need to have the point of like maybe I'm doing good. Maybe it's not my fault. maybe it's their fault, you know? And basically tell yourself like maybe it's not my fault and maybe it's their fault. Or maybe I'm in the point, I'm in the highest level and I could not be better than I am, you know, because always we have limits. And I know it's bad to say, but we have limits to like take the time to rest, then we can recharge ourselves and then we can go through, you know. And I feel like a lot of things that kept me thinking like, well, I'm good enough to like not be doing a lot of self improvement. The things that I want to be more specific about this is that you don't need to be like maybe 100% like because we wanted to quit that. I wanted to quit that, and that's what I do my calendar. Like the Saturdays, maybe Sundays, is my quit time. Like I cannot live with the time where I just have myself. Like I cannot think about make a song or maybe just relax. Don't think about one song, maybe one project that I will have. Just let myself to feel better, not feel ashamed, not feel bad, not feel like I'm not good enough, and just taking a deep breath and just taking a break. That's so because even do ASMR, which you will you consider like it's something good, it's something to or maybe do ASMR musically. That is what I do. Is music but mixed with ASMR that I been doing lately is that if you consider that is good, try it. Then you can tell me it's good. Like it's easy because always is not the grass is green because it is, but take time. Maybe you don't know how it's greener at this microphone, by the way. But yeah, and I feel like a lot of things was going on, and that's what I don't date people of my. I mean, is that a date? But I start to have my standards a little bit higher, so then I know I cannot like being okay. And this, I will tell you a little funny story about this that I've been walking around like my city to the symphony, like my home to the symphony, like 30 minutes, like 1 hour almost. And I've been like, if I would date someone who doesn't have a car, I will maybe be wrong because I wanted to just walk. I don't care if it's with someone, like I just want someone who maybe could have a car, so then I could not be overboard. Because sometimes it's exhausting walking 40 minutes, or maybe I walk fast. When I walk fast, it's like basically 40 minutes going and back, like 20 minutes go, 20 minutes back. It used to be 1 hour, but I keep less, like 20 minutes less than it was. But what's that? So another joke that I have is that I date people. I'm not racist, okay? I like people who have black skin. I like people who have brown. I like white. But my at least favorite is white. And I can tell you the why. My family is white. No, 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 not is that thing. Is that my mom is white. My dad is a little bit more brown, and I'm a mix of it. So yeah, I have my preference. By the way, I remember me wanting to date people who have brown skin, and didn't work out. Like brown skin didn't work out, brown skin didn't work out, blah blah blah. Blah. But then I tell myself, okay, well, it could be good. And you know what? It's a preference. Doesn't matter. You could have your preference. I love seeing that TikTok, by the way, of that girl who say, "I'm tired of eat banana." Ah, that was not the meme. What the meme was, "I'm tired of eat bread. I want to eat bananas." And then she was like, "I'm tired of the Starbucks. I want a coffee real." And you know what the thing is like, I was telling myself that you're like Latinas or maybe something like that because she likes Latino girls. Latinos. But yeah, was really funny. But my whole dream, that is not a dream, maybe I will make it true soon, would be that I just want to meet someone of like who can speak native, who who will be a native speaker of English, like maybe she born like US and maybe someone of Europe, because my bucket list of my dreamy partner is basically someone who born in Europe. Like I'm tired of like just saying like maybe this place, maybe US, but this is a lot of things. Maybe I could do this. So maybe my list then is Europe. That's all. Doesn't matter who is like the language. I would prefer that I could speak French, by the way. It's just preference, okay? These not lanes. I mean, I remember myself when I have 15, 12, and 11 telling myself, "Oh, marry someone who can speak French. Maybe could tell me points before I go to bed because it's always good." Like, I just don't want to hear just "I love you." This was so funny because I was talking with someone. I want to hear also "I wanna move." Oh my gosh, this is so makes me feel more good. And yeah, that's always the good thing about like being on these things. And I want to tell you that my list, I threw them up. I was so done. If you remember, also follow me on Instagram. Why not? My podcast just so you will have down below. Okay, so I have my list. If you are from Instagram, you could maybe see my list that I have in that day. And basically, I told me like this could have this could have that. So I keep myself telling this, by the way. Don't change your list for someone. Don't do it. Don't. Like basically, don't. Don't do it. And that's what led me to throw them up because I was describing basically someone, but one thing I threw them off, and then I told myself, well, it don't have this. It's not for me. I'm sorry. It's not you. It's me. It's me, not you. Anyway. So yeah, basically was that I became more high in my standards because I'm tired, like less than me. I'm simply tired. I'm simply tired. Like my bucket list maybe could not write on my paper, but it's in my mind that someone who loves me, who respects me, who loves who truly I am, who doesn't feel me, who doesn't make me feel ashamed of who I am, or maybe where I came from, or maybe who could not me make me like who could make me remember who I used to be and will not be a hurtful way, because I have this type of friends who maybe will remember me. Oh, you was that, you was that, you was that. And I will tell myself, well, it was that.
what I want to tell your parents, your mom, me, because I know who I am. I make a lot of deeper work on myself to tell you this. You're telling me that I'm not good enough. Maybe it's true. Maybe it's not. So yeah, I just been that way. Even I'm starting, I know what I deserve. I have literally everything that I done in my bucket list. One of the things that I just maybe stuck at my on my like on my mind is like make a lot of people listen my music, make a lot of people listen this podcast, which I'm very grateful with you. I'm very grateful. But maybe make a lot of people visit my website, which I'm working on, which I study, by the way. I'm not just popping with, no, I will do a web, I will do a website, and that's all. Which is fine too if you have the money, do it. But I just study. I'm an independent artist. That's what I do. So yeah, I study. I did a lot of things, going on, and it was very good, very good. Now I just focus on success and just don't feel that will not be great. And also I want to take a point of this and say and tell you that you maybe will not feel good enough now, but maybe you could feel good enough. Like doing simple things can maybe make you feel good. And you don't need to follow like a single standard. Maybe I don't want to offend someone, but dumbest things that maybe successful people would tell you. That I know it's good make my bed like every single day. I know it's good for me drink my water every single day. And I know it's good for me like study every single day. But sometimes it's not like it's not always that, because you know what is funny? One time that I studied like I was studying something and I was picking videos and some video pop up and then it was saying like, and instead of hearing music you could read. And I was like, if my work is music, why you tell me that I will need to read? It's not supposed to be that. Like for people who study music, I know you can read books of music, but essentially the product is music. It's not how do that, you know? And then I thought, well, or maybe if I write books and I don't want to see a freaking book, I can, because I've been overwhelmed, like making a book for months and months and months, even a year. Also, link down below to my book, by the way. And it's different for a lot of people, and don't feel bad for not do every single thing that maybe someone told you. Take that and put in your life how could be in your life, like how could add this, not how can I be this. You can maybe be, but you don't need to always force. I hope it could be clear. I hope it could be clear, by the way. If it's clear, I hope. And if it's not, I will tell you again. Like, you always need to search things, but will not always will work for everybody. It will work maybe for you, will work for everyone. And that's what I've been doing teaching, by the way. On like that's what I start to do. I will continue to do more more videos of like English lessons, because I know maybe someone tells you maybe you need to learn that Spanish. It's not basically that. But some advice I will tell you is that you will be you at least need to be 10 minutes, maybe 14 minutes. At least 10 minutes, 15 to 10 minutes just listen in Spanish, while your mind will be on the circle of like learning Spanish. And then you can maybe learn by yourself because you was around 15 minutes a day just listening Spanish, but good Spanish. Not like, how can I say bad words in Spanish? How can I say it's part of the language, but it's not the language themselves, you know? And that's what it is. And then you maybe will start to notice, that's what I love of learning. You will start to notice that, oh, maybe that what was that word, maybe it was that word. I remember me on pandemic that I would start to do this exercise, and I noticed that I start to say words that I don't know, but internally, because I was hearing 15 minutes a day English in English, like words, and it was like, maybe I say bad, but then I notice I say good. What's that? You don't need to be always like see movies, a lot of. I know it could be helpful. It's helpful too, but be around, or maybe videos in English. I mean Spanish. Maybe videos of Spanish blogs, for example. Maybe things like that could help you through. And that's some of the advice I have to tell you. And I hope you enjoy this podcast episode of like talking of ES and talking about that. And see you in the next video, Mokyvers. I hope you enjoyed this episode.